Let's talk about your wardrobe and how it really impacts your authority and your presence because it really is the energy people see before you even speak. My name is Bree, and I work with women to help them uncover who they are truly becoming, align that with their mindset and style, and help them show up with authentic presence that radiates in life and business, which opens doors in life and business. A lot of time, we have the desire, we have the vision, but we don't fully know how to embody it. And so that is what I help bridge the gap between. Now, I really want to talk about wardrobe today because we really don't realize how important it is. Not necessarily in the designer pieces you buy or anything like that, but it is your energy. It tells people more about you before you even say anything out of your mouth. It is what people see. But more importantly, too, it is something that really helps with confidence. And I know people don't like to think of it that way, or maybe not even have considered it, but it is something that will build your confidence. And I don't mean necessarily just, you know, the mental side of things, but it'll build your confidence in so many ways that you didn't even realize. So, as a stylist, for over a decade, I've worked with so many different people when it comes to helping them with their style. And I do this very strategically by getting to uncover and know the person first, or getting to know the brand first, because I work with brands too. I have a form, I have questions, I have all these things that I ask prior to even getting down to the clothes, like getting down to the nitty gritty of going shopping or going down to creating the signature style. Before any of that, there's forms, there's questions, because I really need to be clear on the dreams, the goals, the ambitions, the reasons why, all these things prior to putting a vision board together, prior to, getting the card and going shopping, or prior to creating a distinct signature look for that person. And so it's important because you got to tap in first before you can actually create a full signature look, or before you can fully authentically show up and be confident and fierce and have these doors of just in life or business open up the way that is the desired result. And so that is why these brands, that is why celebrities, that is why, there are stylists, that is why there are image consultants. It's also why there are mindset coaches, because you got to fully tap in and draw it out. And as you can see, a lot of times, once, we have our hair done, we have our nails done, we have our makeup done, we have that outfit on, we have our heels on, we step in, we own it, we have a different walk. My mom would always say, you walk different with your heels on. And I mean, we all do. It's like a oomph, like it's that confidence that you get when you know that you look and feel good. That is why it's so important to just really consider that it's not just about the clothes. It was never about the clothes, it was about how you felt. And that's the energy that everybody can feel. Now, here is the problem with misalignment when it comes to your style. A lot of times we're just looking at what everybody else is doing. We're trying to see what the latest trend is, what the latest color is, who wore it this way, who did this, instead of really going where we were talking about prior to, with understanding what the goal is, understanding what your brand may be, understanding what the outcome is that you want. You need to start there prior to creating the signature look, or creating, the style or the brand that you're looking for. And that's the misalignment there. It's that, trying to look a certain way, or do or go against what it's trying to do what everybody else is doing. And this is the thing. There is no one like you. There is no other person like you, literally on the earth. There's no one like you. You have to tap into that with AI, with all of these things that are behind the scenes, with all these tools and, all these things in the world that's going on. People want real, true, authentic people. We want to connect. We still want to connect. At the end of the day, that's why we were created, was to connect with real people. And so, yes, we have these tools and they're amazing and they help bring out the best because we can fully tap into ourselves. But we also want to know that there's somebody else on the other end. Like I was saying in another video, it's so hard. Well, it was so hard for me to actually use AI in the beginning. So we still want to be able to talk to somebody on the other end. So just think about that. With all the tools and all the way the world is changing, people are wanting realness, authentic people. And so more than ever, it's time to be working on your brand, on your image. People are losing their jobs. There are no jobs, and it's turning more into contract work, people outsourcing for specific needs and desires. And if you are, building your brand, you're a CEO, you're an executive, you're a model, you're an entertainer, you're an influencer, it's more than ever that you should be focusing on your personal brand. And if you're not, if you are transitioning in life, you need to be focusing on that, because the more that you put into that energy, when the time comes for you to draw out the best, which if you're here right now, and that's now, you should be doing that. So when your image and your identity and your intention all align, it's an energy that it's just something that will draw people into you. People, like I said, they want realness. They want someone real on the other end. But when all of those things align, it opens up doors in life and business and better relationships, because you're fully tapped in with who you are and what your desires are and the type of people and relationships you want in your life. Your energy won't even it'll feel off when you're around something that doesn't align with you, or it'll feel off when it's something that doesn't agree with you, and it'll just go away. Like you won't even have time for it. You won't even entertain it. And you'll also be more clear in how you want to show up, and what you feel your new identity should look and carry herself as. That's why it's so important to be tapped in fully with your identity and your image and the intention behind your brand. You as a person, no matter what, we're brands at the end of the day. When you even go and apply to a job, you are a brand. They're looking you up on the internet. That's the first thing people do when they get a name, is look you up. So you are a brand no matter what it is you're doing. When you're dating on these apps, what does the first thing do? Someone goes and searches you. You are a brand. It doesn't have to be, for money or an exchange, but people are looking you up. And so you are a brand. So you want to show your most true, authentic self to draw that back. So I want to give you a challenge. At the end of this video, I want to give you a challenge that you go through your wardrobe and you pull out at least 5 pieces that do not represent where you're going. And if you feel the spirit to continue, keep doing it. Is there pieces that align with you, or are there pieces that were the old version of you? You want to step more into who you're becoming and get rid of the old. The more you get rid of the things that are not serving you anymore, the more you will open yourself for all the abundance and everything that's coming to you. Just remember that your style is also your mirror. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.